Hello, my name is Ian. Password for my video is sunset, and here is my on October 27th, the Tree of Life synagogue found in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania was attacked. The massacre led to 11 deaths, 7 others were wounded. The Anti-Defamation League, a civil rights and human relations organization, was quoted by CNN as believing that the massacre was the deadliest attack on the Jewish community in the history of the United States. Following the attack, the United States banded together and began to support those who were suffering. However, as time passed, headlines inevitably shifted to more recent natural disasters and tragic events. But in a social context that can appear full of hate and anger towards one another, I believe it is important to use this opportunity to create a community based on love. To create this community, I believe we must support the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh because of the rise of anti-Jewish bias and hate crimes, a single demonstration of love, and the relief we can continue to provide for those who are still suffering. Now, to understand how we can support the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh, we must first begin by understanding how Americans are currently being threatened based on their religious faith. The Anti-Defamation League, the previously mentioned group that specifically tracks and resists anti-Semitism, was found by the USA Today to have recorded at least 2,000 incidents that were motivated by anti-Jewish bias in 2017. These incidents include physical assaults, vandalism, and attacks on Jewish institutions. This was a 57% increase in incidents from the year before. To better recognize and define these incidents, we can label them as hate crimes. The FBI, according to the USA Today, defines a hate crime as a traditional offense such as murder, arson, or physical assaults, but with an added element of bias. Thus, we would state that there were nearly 2,000 hate crimes targeted against Jews alone in 2017. When contemplating these statistics, it can become overwhelming. Your ability to make an impact may seem less impactful or perhaps meaningless. But when considering whether you can truly make an impact through your support, it is important to remember that a single demonstration of empathy can inspire others. Such a demonstration of empathy can be found in an article written in The Athletic. The noteworthy organization that inspired such empathy was the Monumental Sports and Entertainment Foundation, a Washington, D.C. based foundation that raised more than $1 million in 2018 between its NBA and NHL affiliates. Following the shooting, its NHL affiliate, the Washington Capitals, and the foundation decided to donate the proceeds of an upcoming 50-50 raffle to the Jewish Federation. However, unbeknownst to the foundation and the Washington Capitals, the donations for that night were not yet complete. The Washington Capitals fan who won the 50-50 raffle decided to donate the entire prize pool winnings to the Jewish Federation. The entire prize pool totaled at over $38,500. This fan, following such a tragic event, decided that rather than acknowledge that the proceeds were already being donated and his donation was not necessary, decided that his single act of charity could inspire others and be recognized as important. This importance is key, as once a decision has been made to support the Tree of Life synagogue, the aid we are providing needs to be sustained and unforgotten. By November 13th, the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette had reported that the relief fund created by the Jewish Federation had raised up to $3.65 million. This amount encapsulates the willingness of Americans to support this cause, as well as the potential we have to demonstrate love if we are able to come together. This ability to demonstrate love and come together, I believe, is nicely summarized in the Jewish concept of tikkun olam. Tikkun olam is defined by the website Learning to Give as acts of kindness performed to perfect or repair the world. To perfect or repair the world through acts of kindness. Now, following such a tragic event, we cannot believe and shouldn't believe that we can immediately perfect the world through donations alone. But with donations and empathy and acts of kindness and support, I believe we can slowly begin to repair it. If we can provide continuous support for the Tree of Life Synagogue and the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh, I believe a community of love can be created to resist the hate found in such cruel acts of violence. When the attack on the Tree of Life Synagogue occurred, the reaction appeared to be a mixture of both sadness and a lack of surprise. This lack of surprise seemed to be a result of the numerous shootings that have occurred in the United States over the past few years. But rather than focus on the complex issues involved in such proposals and the hate and animosity and anger that can be found with these proposals, I believe that the most powerful responses to these types of violence are based and founded on love. By coming together and helping the victims of this tragedy through donations to the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh, we can acknowledge our desire to create a more peaceful world. It is time to truly begin creating this world. Our tikkun olam responsibility starts now.